Hey everyone, welcome to MuseThemes. I'm Steve Harris, and today we're looking at an overview of the newest widget in our library called Randomizer. So what Randomizer allows you to do is display or load a different image when the browser loads. So we've had users request this functionality for using it on hero images, or for example, banner ads. And you can see on this demo on screen, we have this full browser background image. And if I reload this page by either right-clicking and going reload, or I can use a shortcut like Command R, watch what happens. The background image has changed. And actually, if I keep reloading, this small banner ad in the right corner also changes. So that's what Randomizer does. It allows you to show something different. Now, one thing to note, if I keep refreshing this page, you'll notice that some of them end up duplicating. The math behind this widget is just like flipping a coin. It's going to be completely random. So when you're flipping a coin, it is possible to get heads several times in a row. So if you end up getting the same image a few times in a row, it's not that the widget's broken, it's just you've lucked out and that's the case. So it's completely random. So this widget works on both background filled images and also placed images. And let me jump into Muse now and show you how to set it up. It's really simple. So let's just create a brand new site in Muse. We can use all the default settings here. And the first thing I'm going to do for this demo is just place an image on the page. So we can go File and Place or Command D. And I've got a folder full of images. You can see we've got some banners and some hero images. So there's 3 heroes here, 1, 2, and 3. Now it's really important to note that you need to make sure you're using the same sized images for each image that is being randomly shown. You don't want to try showing different sized images because all our widget is doing is simply swapping out the existing image with the new one. And you won't have the same refined filling controls, and you might have aspect ratio issues and that sort of thing. So let's just place hero 1 onto the canvas, just in the middle like this, okay? And now the next thing that we're going to do is give this image a graphic style. So I'm going to click the image, go to graphic styles, create a new graphic style, and let's just call this random, and we'll click OK. So let's pull the randomizer widget now out of the library. I've already added it to our panel. And when we drop this on the canvas, let me run you through the panel settings here. We've got the image type at the top. We can do placed image or filled image. So this case, it's a placed image. And now we go placed image settings. What's the placed image graphic style that we just created? Well, we use the graphic style random. There. So now the widget is linked up to that graphic style. And now what we need to do is just go to the image loader. We need to select how many images we want to randomly load. We can do up to 10. So in this case, we're going to do 3. And let's just add those 3 images in. So we've got hero 1, hero 2, and hero 3. Now, important thing to note here is that your original image will not be displayed. These are going to replace them entirely. So if you're thinking that counts as 1, it doesn't. You'll need to have 3 in here. Okay, so that's all set up, and let's preview it in the browser. Okay, so we've got this one on screen. If I reload the page, you can see that it's a different image. So it seems to be working really nicely, and as you can see, the widget is very simple to set up. So the next aspect of this widget that we should look at is filled images or background images. And you'll use those for doing the full width heroes or anything that you want to set scale to fill settings on. So I'm just going to grab a rectangle here, and I'm going to draw a full width rectangle onto the page. And now in terms of fill settings, I'm going to fill an image, and let's just select that same hero that we were using before, and I'll set scale to fill and just set it like that. So the next thing I'll do here is I want to control the responsive settings and have this go stretch to browser width. Now our widget doesn't even need to worry about being responsive because it's just using responsive Muse elements and swapping those images out. So whatever you set on the element is what our widget is going to use. So I've got this set to full width and my widget is just hidden behind there. So I'm just going to move this up to the front, move that back up. Okay, so now let's set a new graphic style for this hero. And this time I'll call it randomize. Okay. And now we go into the panel settings and we're going to change this image type from placed to filled. And when we do that, we go to the filled image settings, there's a couple different options. We have the filled image type. We can do a filled rectangle or the full browser fill. So in this case, it's a filled rectangle. And then we just need the graphic style setting. So I'm just going to change that to randomize. There. Okay, so now we just have our image loader, which I have the same images loaded in. That looks good. So let's just preview that and see how it works. So we've got a full width hero image. You can see it's scaling to the browser width. And when I reload the page, you can see that it's randomly displaying different images. So the last option that you have in here, and I'll delete that out, is we could set a full browser fill image. So if I change the browser fill and I add one of those images, and you can see here that it's just filling the entire canvas no matter what, then you actually don't really need to worry about a graphic style. If you go into the panel, we can go, the image type is filled image, and in terms of settings, we just need to set browser fill. And graphic style doesn't even show up because the browser fill is always the same. And there, now if we preview that, the whole browser is showing that image, and if we reload, we get random images here. You can see that I got a couple in a row, but again, this is completely random, so it does happen. Another important thing that I want to mention here, I'll delete the browser fill out, is if you're using banner ads, so you can use small ads like this for, say, promotions or sales, one thing we recommend is not actually naming the image file itself ad in any way, because ad blockers in browsers can block these for that reason. So just name this banner or something simple like that. This is a great way to use the randomizer widget if you're showing different promotions or different kind of featured products on your site at random times. So that's the randomizer widget. I hope you like it. It's a great little utility, but it's very powerful behind the scenes. You can use it multiple times on a page. However, we really recommend to keep it simple and kind of focus on something like the hero image or a simple banner area. You don't want every single image throughout the page randomly loading. Thanks again for watching, and if you have any questions or concerns, please send us a note. Cheers.